Hi guys, it's Saturday, April 20th. I recorded an update on Wednesday, which I'll have Kelsey post also today. I just wanted to give you kind of like a little bit of a background before you watch the chat that I had with Dad on Wednesday. It's not too clear from the start of our conversation who we're talking about, but we were talking about him going to Albany for his infusions, and he was talking about a cognitive test he was having and the nurse. Now you have to remember, I'm not entirely sure if who he's talking about is 100% accurate, because Mom wasn't there to clarify, but I'm pretty sure it was. But I just wanted to give you a heads up as to what the conversation was about, because it kind of just jumps in there. And then it's kind of unclear who he's talking about later in the conversation. Sometimes it's my mom, and sometimes it's back talking about the nurse in Albany when he has the infusion. I think once you get that in your head, you'll figure out who he's talking about. Excuse me. We were talking also about, I'm just trying to think through the conversation quick, because it's about, I think it's like 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. He's also talking about we were talking about him napping, and how important it is that he rests during the day. And then you'll see he starts talking about that it's hard for him not to nap, but when he wakes up from nap. So he's talking about that. After we were done with that chat, that was before lunchtime, and then my update to you was while he was actually napping. So I also took some pictures after his nap that day. I didn't update you then, but after I woke him, he was very confused. He wanted to know where my mom was. He didn't remember, and he also wanted to know why I was there. So we had been together all morning. I'd been there since about 9:30, and he wasn't remembering. So I just wanted to update you on how that happens with him. And he's right, and he understands, and he knows that he gets very disoriented after a nap. It took him about 15-20 minutes, which is pretty quick for him to gather his bearings, and we actually had to leave the house pretty quick. So I think he was sort of forced to. He may not have told me. He may not have understood what time of day it was. He never actually said. Anyway, we ran a quick errand, came back, and then we were talking about birds and the spring and everything blooming outside. And he actually wanted to make the nectar for his hummingbirds. So he went down, found the hummingbird feeder, made the nectar that he always makes. When he's focused on something and when he's doing something, it's very good for him. I let him be. He did all his own thing. He was in the kitchen, and while he was doing it, he was humming and, whistling to himself while he was doing it. So I took a couple pictures of him hanging the bird feeder outside. I'll have Kelsey attach that with this also. And then he was putzing around out on the porch with some of the dead flowers from over the winter and stuff like that. Things are definitely, they're not improving, I guess we could say. It's not in my mind, it's not drastic changes, but Mom's the one that's there all the time with him. So, like I said before, evenings are way worse for him. He gets very, very confused. And the one thing that he does do a lot is he doesn't recognize his own house. He calls it a guest house a lot at night. So that gets a little bit confusing for him. I'm just trying to think. I think that my hope is that with the nicer weather and the activity at the golf course, he's supposed to start men's league in a little over a week, I believe. And it's great. All his friends know, so they're all wonderful about, you know, taking care of him and helping him keep score because he can't do math anymore. So that is starting. We realize he can't really be left alone for long periods of time. During the day, Mom's able to run to the store for half hour, 45 minutes, and it's fine, especially if he is Dexter, Aaron and Matt's dog, there with him to keep him sort of focused. He takes, you know, I guess he's still at the point he knows where he has difficulty, and he understands, and he's very aware of the mistakes he makes. And that's the hardest part, I think, for us, is that he knows, and he always talks about, to me, when I talk to him, he talks about the toll he knows it's taking on my mom, and that he feels really bad that she has had to take over basically everything that he was doing, with the finances, with bills, you know, with just like now with the change in seasons, Mom has to get in touch with, you know, somebody to come and fix like some stuff outside, and there's painting that needs to be done, and there's just, you know, just house upkeep, property upkeep, you know, stuff that my dad used to take care of. So anyway, I will let you see. I'm gonna have Kelsey throw some pictures, just some still pictures I took in there too, with the other update and now this update. I'm really sorry it's been so long. It's just been kind of a rough couple of months. There's just been a lot going on family-wise for all of us. So anyway, I am hoping to try and get back on track a little bit, and I'm definitely going to be out there more now that the weather's nicer, and now once my girls are done with school, Kelsey will be out there quite a bit, and Jordan will get out there. So hopefully between all of us, we can get you guys updates. So I guess that's it for now. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. But thank you again for thinking of him, and every time I see some of you, you're always asking about him, and that truly means a lot. Please keep him and my mom in your prayers. It's a lot on my mom, and it's a lot still on Dad, just because he understands and he knows. So thank you. Much love from all of us to all of you. I hope you all have a very happy Easter, and we'll talk soon.